Well, good morning. I've just been checking my plants and can't get down the ladder, and we appear to be under attack. So, not sure who this is. Stand still. Oh, come on. There we go. I think that was probably Alpha. Yeah, definitely coming from Alpha's direction. So unfortunately you still don't get to see the lights in operation. Just refill that. Well, that was a quicker start to an episode than I had planned. So, welcome back. Welcome back to our supposedly attack-proof base. Just put that in. Make sure we've got something, a bit of protein we need. Ooh, the snow's melted. Oh, nice. Oh, hello. Oh, nice. SVT rounds. Still cold. I've repaired all the damage. I haven't actually checked the lights yet. I'm going to do that now, I think, because I don't really want them to be destroyed, assuming they haven't already been destroyed. And I was kind of going to show you guys like how I do it, because it is a bit of a method, and it's too cold to go out just yet. Anyway, so let's just put these away. Those were in there. Turn that down a bit. I like to keep those at a fairly constant level, and then if I do die, I know I've got some, to fall back on. And the same with these, really. I don't need to be carrying maybe 6. Not too worried about the fruits. We pick those up as we go around, and I do have a fairly good backup supply now, anyway. So. Yeah, so, right, let me grab some stuff. Need that. And some of those, maybe. And we could do with getting rid of some of that kind of overflowing. So, yeah, the panels, obviously, I can do those from up here, but the lights are buried underneath. So what I've had to do to get to the lights is we lift this out of the way, just stick it somewhere up here for now, kind of like it not in my way. Come on, there we go. And then very, very carefully then, what I do is I wander down here and I can see the lights. If we can get to it, there we go. So 924 of 1,000. So, and 1 nail and a piece of wood, we can afford that. And then the same for the other side. So that's my method for doing the repair on the lights. Just thought you might like to see that. It doesn't involve any scaffolding or any nonsense, just problem is getting these up out of the way so that I can actually get round without falling down the hole. So, yeah, the same for this one. That one actually... Oh, thanks for that one. 760, so that one did take some damage. But, yeah. So, when I built the base, I knew grenade arrows were going to be a problem. Not much I can do about grenade arrows. You fire them, they're projectile, and they're explosive, so clearly that was always going to be an issue. What I am surprised about is just how much of an issue it is. And I think what's happening there... Let me just check these while we're here. I think I did them all. Yeah. I think what's happening there is specifically Charlie, but all the bases really. The AI is coded to use the best weapon that it can under the circumstances. And obviously the circumstances here, I'm out of reach for, you know, Molotovs and that sort of thing, so they don't even try to use them. I think the AI has been coded cleverly enough that it realizes a Molotov is not going to hit what they're targeting, and so they use whatever it is they've got that they can target with, which in this case is grenade arrows, and if I'm at the base, shotgun, SVT, you know, ranged weapons. So it kind of makes the whole attack-proof base thing null and void, and I have to concede that it is, in that regard, a failure. I waited up all night to try and catch an attack that I was hoping would happen overnight, and it didn't. Yeah, so what happened was I went out to grab some more wood because we're pretty low, and the base got attacked, and when I ran back and jumped in the base, I noticed it was being attacked by both Bravo and what am I doing? I think Charlie, because we had an attack off Alpha yesterday, so I think that must have been Charlie. Now, oops, not that one, that one. Let me just put this away, and that goes in there, and that goes in there. So unfortunately I didn't manage to record it. There wasn't really much to see. I mean, obviously, some of those as well. Obviously I did manage to assuage, is that the word? The attack. I think I killed all of Bravo's warriors, for lack of a better word. Take some of those. And as the weather has now cheered up, the snow has melted and the water is back, what I thought was we will go and, yeah, fire, I always forget the fire. We will go and whack Bravo and see whether they would be kind enough to lend us some padded cloth. So I'm just taking my rifle as the main weapon and pistol as a backup. That's probably not wise, but I don't have much 44 ammo. So rather than, you know, taking a gun that hasn't got much ammo, got to take a gun that I know works. So yeah, bit of a nuisance. I was really hoping to catch the attack on video, but to be honest, they just turned up underneath. It was already light. They turned up underneath, and I headshotted them. Basically, that was all there was to it. So you didn't miss anything, and I thought now would be a good time to go and knock on Bravo's door. I think that's the claymore over there. Yeah. Just get rid of that so I don't go wandering into it. Anybody here? He's left his light on. And the fire's out. I'm guessing there's nobody here. Yeah, I think, you know, looking at the base, clearly it is not an attack-proof base. it is perfectly possible to attack it and damage it, and if necessary blow it up. So I think in that regard I have to consider that I have failed. I didn't bring a fresh pick, but hopefully this one will be good enough. So I'm of the mind to actually finish the little short series here, as we've proved one way or the other whether the title of the series was achievable. I don't think it is, at least not with that base, and I want to move on to bigger and better challenges. So I'm going to make this the series finale. We're going to see whether, if we'd have attacked Bravo earlier... Ooh! That's never happened before. Ah, that's a first on me. I've never had one run out of the base before now. Yeah, well, I have achieved what I set out to achieve, and I feel that's a good a place as any to end the series. Had we attacked Bravo earlier, would we have got any padded cloth, stroke cotton seeds? Well, that's why I'm doing it now. Let's find out. Strange, there's nothing cooking. Just shut up the sizzling. A bit of biofuel, very nice. We could find one more cotton and 12 more iron. We could actually make some ingots, couldn't we? Can make some of that. That's about that. And I do like to, just out of spite, you know, just for the hell of it. Take this so that I don't forget it, and then we're going to have a look in the crate. Oh, okay. One padded cloth. It was actually one padded cloth we were short of, so that's interesting, but I'm not sure how much that's going to help us. Yeah, the rest of it's fairly normal stuff. Okay, let's waste their power. And I did see a crate over here somewhere. So yeah, I'm not in favour of great big Let's Plays, getting into hundreds of episodes. I think, you know, there's plenty of people doing that already, so I'm more than comfortable just setting a challenge and then proving one way or the other whether that's doable, whether it's possible, and I think we've done that. So, wasn't really worth it, was it? I'm going to go back to the base and might see if we can grab this Cougar on the way. And get our stats up. Where was she? Oh, she's up there now. Always worth a try. Need her back to water. Wash our hands easier. We do with a bit more sinew so I can make enough rope to do a upgrade on one of the guns, but... Wow, she's hanging on, isn't she? Be careful we don't run into the other one here. 160. I think this should take her down. Yeah. Five. Bad. Where's that crate? Might as well have it as we're passing. Waste not, want not, and all that. Okay, let's drop this off back at the base and see what we've got in form of cotton. But having said that, now that the weather has warmed up and we're actually able to come out without taking damage, we don't actually need the warm clothes anymore. Yeah, so 2 are ready and 1 is not. Oops. Right, okay, let's do that then. Certainly don't want to be throwing our cotton away, do we? Okay, 13 sinew, that's nice. And 4 padded cloth. Anything else for in there? Those go in there. Oh, glass goes in there. Yeah, we've got plenty of glass now. If I had more ingots, we could actually get on with putting windows in. We got a mass collector somewhere. And ash. And may as well put that in there as well. Lovely. So let's just get these reloaded. And we can put the excess away. Not that there's much. And we got no snow, can't fill up my water here anymore. Not to worry. Okay, so what did we learn? Well, we got 1 padded cloth. So had we attacked them earlier, would we have got any? It's random, so we've no way of knowing. I do have enough now to make the combat vest. If we're happy that we are coming out of the cold months now, February getting on to March, you know, the months are warming up, then that would probably be a sensible thing to do. At some point we'd be attacking Charlie and we'd need all the protection we can get. The helmet also is a very good choice, simply because headshots can kill instantly. So I think that would be more sensible. Just got the sinew and we already had the plates, so I would make that next. Regarding the warmer clothes, we've now got all summer, essentially, to be able to collect, hopefully find cotton seeds in crates and so forth and so on. And then in September, look out for cotton growing, that kind of thing. So I would consider, I think, two things. First of all, we've only got a few days to go to March. We started in March. That means we will have completed a year's cycle on a 48-day year. Secondly, we built what we hoped would be an attack-proof base. Wow, that took some damage, didn't it? Clearly, it is not an attack-proof base. It makes it easier to defend because they have such a narrow viewing angle to be able to shoot me that even when they do hit me, they rarely do much damage. There was one occasion when I was stood over here that I got headshotted, and it jumped me back, which is how you know you've been headshotted. But other than that, the damage that I personally have been taking on these attacks is minimal. The same cannot be said for the damage that these floorings are taking. So I think I very much enjoyed playing this. I've enjoyed the trial of constructing, first of all, a hanging base, and secondly one that I hoped would not be able to be attacked. But I think the conclusion of the short series is no, it is not an attack-proof base, which by definition it can be attacked. So I'm happy with that. I think we've proved it. I'd be interested if any of you guys can come up with ideas for building a base that either cannot be attacked or is extremely difficult to attack. It's possible that if we had have built it, let's go out this way. As you go up these mountains here, there are some fairly formidable cliffs, and I think you could possibly build something on one of those cliffs that would mean the AI couldn't navigate to get to it. But it's a lot colder up there. I mean, it's -2 here. Okay, it is February, but when you get high up in those mountains, it's below your threshold even with all the best gear. And I don't know how you would cope with that. I mean, you could sit by the fire, possibly. It might be enough to keep you warm enough, or not. But at some point you've got to go out and get loot, and that's a long way to go. I mean, it's bad enough from here getting down to the bottom. It's a long way to go, especially at the start of the game. So I don't really see that as a viable option. Let me know if you've got ideas or plans as to how that could be done. In the meantime, I would like to thank you all very much for the kind comments and the views and the subs. I am really grateful. It means a lot to me that you are enjoying my content, and I will try to continue to keep it coming and keep it interesting. So thank you very much for all of that. As far as this short series is concerned, I'm going to end it here. I know there are a lot of guys out there that you would love to have seen me defending with the light on at night. I can't unfortunately do that. The attack this morning was Charlie and Bravo, and they came after the sun was up. The attack yesterday, which was Alpha, they came after the sun was up. So I can't easily orchestrate a way in which they will attack in the dark. It's just random. We will get a revenge attack off Bravo, but I suspect that will be tomorrow. So, thank you very much. I will catch you on the next short series. Bye.